That's the guy. I've just realized I've only just gone live on YouTube. I should go back to this screen just for a moment for them all. So they've got a little something to look at. He's precious. Yeah. This is fun. I think it's really fun. I've not actually had much time to even study the art style. I've literally just opened my physical manga that I have and Googled a few images and gone, right, bam, let's go for it. Let's just make something. Make a little guy. Make a few background elements. A lot of it was me mostly just trying to get used to Clip Studio Paint, and I still don't know whether I like Clip Studio Paint very much. A little part of me is tempted to go back to Photoshop, but I don't know. We'll have to decide on that one. The only thing that's occasionally all right with Clip Studio Paint is the vector line art crossover stuff, where like if two lines intersect, and then you use the eraser on any like straggle bits from an overlap, then it gets rid of them so you can have cleaner line work, but it's not like the be all and end all, honestly. But yeah, there you go. Look at the little Tony Chopper. It's so fun seeing gifts in the chat now. If you haven't already done it, gifts in the chat basically work by being a tier 2 or a tier 3 sub. How's the little guy called? I mean, he's just him. You know, he's just me. It's just me, man. Just me. I guess actually he's already got 2 outfits, which is kind of crazy as well. This is my debut, clearly. Are the gifts a plugin? No, they are a new part of Twitch. So if you're a tier 2 or a tier 3 sub, you can basically post gifts in the channel, which is pretty sick. So it's a little extra perk. If animated emotes aren't doing it for you, and you want to just do full-on gifts, and get them on. Get them in, get them going. But yeah, I have just realized that he has a different outfit on this one. He's just got like a regular plain green tee. You can see where I tried to make it work on the neck, but I couldn't figure out from that angle how to draw the neck, how to draw the, I don't know, like the popped collar thing. I don't even massively like it on this character, but it's good enough. You know what I mean? And also, I feel like his neck shouldn't be where it is because his shoulders go all the way up to there. I don't know. He's stupid. He's bad, but I like him that way. Why not? Shin-chan, is that you? No, I'm not Shin-chan. Don't ever call me Shin-chan. Why would you even say that? Seriously. Why would you say that? Oh, I've just realized that pressing the number keys is fast forwarding and rewinding the music on Chrome browser. My bad. This is just Shin-chan naughty theme, apparently. Don't know if this is going to get it muted into a... That gif! That gif is perfect for this. What you talking about? What have I joined into? Why are there images in chat? Why are you a cartoon? I don't know, dude. I just felt like doing something a little different. Some players have pixels above... some layers have pixels above the cheek, too. Oh, actually, yeah, I see it on this one. I see it on the talking animation. But it's not on the regular one. We'll iron all of those out. That is, again, that's another product of the vector brush. Because the vector brush just leaves these tiny little vertices that are, like, hanging out all over the place. Which makes things a bit trickier to deal with. Do you like Frog, by the way? Frog was just, like, a bit of a random decision. I had tried drawing the... I had tried drawing the little Fortnite poster, was not going well. So instead, I decided to just draw Frog instead. That's actually a derivative of an actual Shin-chan image. I think if I typed in Shin-chan Frog, there was a shot of him in a poster that kind of looks like that. Where was it? Yeah, well, it's not even a poster, actually. It's just like some random ass promo image from a Crane game. So it's from that. So that's basically where that one came from. So there's and even the plane is even a thing. Like if I type in plane, or is it fly? I might have put in flying actually. Shin-chan flying. Yeah, there you go. That's where that plane comes from. I just saw it on Google and was like, I can have a go at that. Theirs looks infinitely better than mine, but hey ho. I had tried to do this as well. I had tried to do like a little falling animation, both falling down like a superhero style. Oh, I've now only just seen that. That would have actually worked quite well for my VTuber falling thing. I suppose I can give it a try another time. I'm not just going to copy paste it and whack my head on top of it. I'll try and draw it from fresh to kind of get used to drawing the proportions and stuff. But yeah. You've had the same thing with PNG tubers before. You really got to do the outline strat before exporting. Yeah, that'll be fine. The little speckles by the cheek when you speak. Yeah. Is it on all of them? Is it on this one? Yeah, it seems to be on this one too. So it's only on the actual talking one. But it's not on that one. Although, actually, I wonder whether that is a product of A-Sprite, because these images that appear when I speak are actually kicked out from... I kicked out from A-Sprite because I wanted to have the animation, because for some reason, Clip Studio Paint just has, like, the worst timeline tool ever. I genuinely just couldn't figure it out. It seems so unintuitive that I had to export them, open them in A-Sprite, and then do it all again. What is the kanji on your jacket? It just says Littlewood. Littlewood door. Yeah, Draz, it was you doing your one the other week that inspired this, by the way. Where is it? Can I show it on stream? Because yours was really good. Let me see. Where is it? But Draz did a really good one. Draz did one that looks like much more like his actual self and is like an adult character as well, which is definitely something I would consider doing. Here we go. This is Draz's one. Look at that. Look how cool it looks. Proper adult. You've not even used that many layers either. You got one vector layer, I guess 2 vector layers, the hair coloring, and then the body coloring. My project looks like a mess because I was figuring everything out. But that's cool, isn't it? So yeah, I'm intrigued to know what brush you use, because there's a nice little tapering and like a little fuzz on that. There was one brush that I had on Clip Studio Paint that I got from Twitter the other day, which was a really nice brush, but it's almost too scribbly on the outside. Where was it? Likes. Let's see if I can find this tweet for you, because it was a really cool brush. It was this one. So if anybody wants a decent brush for Clip Studio Paint, this one's called Mossy Pen. It's quite nice. Has a very sort of hand-drawn, but there's a lot of like kind of... I don't even know what the word would be. It's like sketch pencil almost kind of vibe. But it looks nice. It looks pretty cool. But I knew for this Shin-chan stuff I'd have to go with like hard brush rather than something a bit more sketchy outliney. But yeah, my childhood show. That's the thing, right? Is I've actually not watched all that much of it. I've seen like a few clips here and there, and I've got a manga or two, but that's kind of been like most of my exposure to it. Although I probably am going to start watching it soon as to sort of do my continued Japanese learning. But yeah, I just thought it was fun. I thought it was a fun idea to have a silly little guy. A very happy silly little guy. Happy silly guy. Happy silly guy. And then you'll be real pissed off. Because, yeah, what it is it's a GIF that's just turning it on and off. So if I just hold one note so you see it when it's like the mouth opens, you go, that's the effect. Because otherwise, when I speak, if I speak for a long duration, basically only leaves like the mouth open, which can look a little bit static at times. That was what I did with, well, what Cherry did for me with some of my old ones, like my New Life one. I love how the cutesy expression has eyelashes and eyebrows. Yeah, no, that's the thing I've noticed with Shin-chan. There's just a lot of rules you can break. You can have like these kind of almost like, I guess they're actually just the upper eye folds, and then you can still have the big eyebrows. You can have eyelashes, get rid of them. You can just keep changing them. What did you put next to your devil fruit? It's my Mario Kart trophy. Yeah, I've got a trophy from when I won that Mario Kart thing back in November. The new vertical view is weird. Switch to classic and it showed the entire background. Yeah, vertical view is basically just for people... Sorry, I just realized I've stayed in cutesy. But yeah, vertical view is just like a separate format for some people who want to be able to like prop their phone up while they're watching a stream. I know I do that a lot. Like I literally like prop it up while I'm doing the dishes and stuff, and I will have it vertical. I think it's because if I turn it sideways, it bugs my brain how the audio sounds really lopsided, even though phones are supposed to have a relatively central emitter, you know what I mean, on the on the audio and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. It's all good. The cutesy expression is Ollie coded. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Who is this one coded, though? This one to me screams B-dubs for some reason. I'm not gonna do that. Kind of. Kind of. Love the life series wins details. Yeah, I didn't know what to put on the cabinets. They look very empty. So I was like, I need to populate them with something. So yeah, you've got Frog, you got the little Pokemon ETB. I love how disgusting the rabbit looks, by the way. the rabbit on the Acorn Express key on the skateboard just looks so dead behind the eyes, and he's in such an awkward pose. But I drew it and it made me chuckle, so that's why I kept it. And I think that's my plan with all this sort of stuff. I'm just gonna like doodle something, and I don't care about it being perfect. If it makes me laugh, if it makes me chuckle, I'm just gonna go with it. You know what I mean? That one is 100% L, but only after you've made the same joke around it multiple times. Wait, what? Oh, this one. This one's in Eloise pose. This is Eloise when she's hungry. That's what it is. When she's hungry and she's stuck with us in Mecha Chameleon. And she's like, right, I'm over this. So over this. But yeah, that's good. I don't know why the frown reminds me of B-dubs. Oh, I'm not smiling. Cheese. Well, I think it's B-dubs is quite good at doing like deadpan. He's quite good at doing deadpan when he needs to. Should have brought back the trash as the bag. New viewers won't get the reference. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I don't even know what that thing in the bottom right corner is. I just needed to fill that space, and I wasn't sure what to do it with. So I just filled it with bars, some kind of piping. That was mostly me just playing around with the line tool for the first time. But yeah. Fun, silly guy. Fun, silly guy. Oh, good. But yeah, maybe when I'm back from my trip this week. So if you don't know, today's my last stream before I go away for the rest of this week. So I'll be back Monday of next week. So maybe I can have a little play around and figure out what else we can add to stuff. This can just be something fun we can bring out every so often. Whenever I'm feeling a little bit arty, I can have a little go with it. Have a little go doing some art every once in a while. Just gonna move around a little bit. He just cuts off at the bottom, doesn't he? Yeah. I was just intrigued what he's got going on there. It was bugging me that he was like barely touching the skateboard. It's like I either want you all over it or not near it at all. You know what I mean? There you go. Can't wait for the last episode of Dungeon Delivery. It's out. It's up on the Patreon. If you want to go and watch it, literally 3 days early, as of yesterday. It went out yesterday. There is already a good couple hundred people who have already watched it, which is bonkers. I won't tell you anything about it, because obviously it's the finale. It's a nice big finish, but the comment section seemed to enjoy it, which was good. Need a cheeky data fragment on the background. Yeah, you know what? I hadn't thought about that, actually. We've not got any reference to the VTuber. Where could we put that? Trying to think what we could do. The windows, like the window on this scene I don't like, so we could put something there. Although maybe we could put something outside the window. You know what I mean? Like we could have the window be a window into the data stream and just have the little guy flying by. You can have it laying on the flag. I mean, it'd be tricky to do, wouldn't it? I mean, we could try and draw something now. Should we try and draw something quickly? Let me move some stuff around. Right, give me a second. Let's pull this as far forward as I can. Let's do it real quick. I don't know how this is going to work because I've not actually tried to do this just yet. So if I move this up to here, that up to there, then if I minimize you, yeah, if I minimize that, that stays. Get rid of that. We'll open up Clip Studio Paint again and we'll have a quick go. See what we can do. A little Seek maybe. Oh yeah, Seek could be fun to draw. I need to figure out where to put you guys, because at the minute I'm having to do like a full 180 just to sort of see what everybody's saying. I could do that actually. What I need to do is I need to do, if we go to the desktop scene. Yeah, if I go to this scene, we're on the wrong screen at the minute. I need to swap this display capture to that one there. There we go, nice. And then this one should be the one that has the software on it. There you go. Shin-chan first try. There you go. Oops, you've opened on another screen. There it is. Nice. All right. Let me just move some stuff around. The wallpaper's cute as. Yeah, dude, it's good, right? I've literally been... the other thing I've noticed, actually, is that I'm now realizing how bad the colors are on my main monitor, because the colors on this screen look so much nicer, yet my other two monitors, the Shin-chan stuff looks really washed out, which is kind of a shame. Right, hold on a minute. Oh, I've turned off touch controls. Hold on. There we go. Nice. Okay, cool. Let's bring the background back then, which is going to be all these layers, not those two. Bam, bam. There you go. Yeah, I feel like if we're going to do anything, we could probably pop one here, right? We'll pop it on this little bit. We'll do it as its own fresh thing. So if I do new folder, should we try and do Seek, or should we try and do a crystal? I feel like Seek probably works well. All right, cool. Black brush. Suppose what we want is... That is a very thick line. Jeez. Oh, God. So we can do something a bit like that. Yeah, I think that looks all right already. Whoops. Oh, my God. I need one of those gloves that stops me accidentally... Oh, yeah, look. Wait, let me show you. So, look, if you go like this, and then if you draw through it like that, if you then get the eraser tool and do the vector brush, see how it gets rid of the bits on the outside? It's pretty cool. I like it. But then that is probably how I end up with all those horrid layers of things. But yeah. Is there not a button to disable the hand controls? There is, but I also use the hand controls is the thing. I use it for like pinch and zoom to like zoom in and out of what I'm doing. So I kind of don't want to lose that. I want to do something like that. Again, this doesn't need to be perfect. I mean, that already looks pretty good for me. I'm happy with that general shape. I need to actually get the colors of Seek. I can't remember what colors he was. Let me see if I've got it in a folder somewhere. Hold on. Let me just pop back here for a moment. I'm just going to see if I can find the old Seek thing. Well, actually, it'll probably be on the VTuber debut thing, won't it? InTheLittleWood, VTuber, lore. It'll probably come up there, right? Yeah. Here's my VTuber lore in 60 seconds. So that's a video of it. I just need one screenshot for a color pick. Oh, there it was. Found it. Where was it? Oh, I had it for a second. Bam, got it. All right. Let me copy paste this in. Do. If I paste this here. Oh my word, that's big. Oh god, it bugs me to no end, by the way, that the move button is... Oh no, is it? Hold on, wait. K, V. Like, what is V in Clip Studio Paint? Might actually have a look at that real quick. Shortcut settings. Options, tools. Well, it's just like the general move tool. There you go. Can I not set that to B? Or V even? Oh, it doesn't clash either. Oh no, that's that move tool. Oh no, I want the move layer tool. Okay, wait, hold up. Shortcut settings, move, delete shortcut. So I want the move tool. Is it under another one? Options? No, it wouldn't be under options. It must be under here. Anybody know where it is in here? Move layer, got it. Oh my god, that's so much better. Okay, cool. I know what I'm doing now. All right, let's get a little color pick on the go. I mean, I suppose I could actually try and make the whole thing. Oh, it does scoop in more at the bottom as well, actually. In that case, then let's do a little scoopy scoop on it. Oh, it's vector brush. Let me go for hard brush. Bring it up to there. Oh, whoops. Brush tool. There we go. Why is it? Oh, it's because the brushes are black. Is that better? Yeah, that'll be all right. Again, these things don't need to be perfect. I'm quite content with them looking a little bit scuffed. It adds to the vibe. Start with the color layer. We'll just color this bad boy in. Also, I'm going to change the music. Hold on. There was like a Shin-Chan Coal Town music, which was like a chill vibe to it. It'd be cool to have an album cover thingy for all the parodies you made. Oh, what, like the old ones? Personally, don't use Clip Studio Paint because it's paid, if I remember correctly. I mean, there is a free version. I just can't remember what you can do with it. I'm still only on Clip Studio Paint 3 because I basically bought one of those like perpetual licenses for it. So I can install 3 forever and ever, as much as I want. But it means I don't get to enjoy any of the newer features. But I think a lot of the more modern stuff has more to do with like using like 3D elements and stuff. Yeah, I think that looks all right. Go. Sweet. On the layer beneath, grab a bit of orange. Pop that in there. Yeah, nice. Then we've got to do a line for the screen itself. I might actually grab this and then just go dark with it. How far down does the screen go? It's about 2/3, isn't it? Okay. So if we do like this, ooh. Something like that will do the trick. In fact, actually, it only needs to be like a subtle line. Let's go for a 10 thickness brush. It's always hard trying to do it all in one motion, isn't it? Yeah, that'll do. Something like that. We need little orange buttons. See what we could do actually. We could do this to begin with and then do the orange on top of them. Oh no, we're already really fucking this. Maybe start with the green. That's better. I wish you could do that extra like paint tool, like, you know, the paint bucket to fill in those little like stray pixels. But as soon as you do it, it then gets this really harsh outline, which always really bugs me. What was that darker color we had? Yeah, nice. Okay, so let's go like that, like that, like that, like that. Then we'll grab the orange and we'll just slap the orange in it, I reckon. Are you using your fingers or is it with a pen? So I'm using a pen to draw, but then I'm using my fingers whenever I do like pinch and zoom. Yeah, that looks all right. Again, I don't need to be a perfectionist about this. I'm definitely getting a significantly smaller screen now, but as long as we can tell roughly what it is, I think we're good. Nice. And then we just need 2 little grey bars as well. Just something like that. Having those harsh edges is called having no anti-aliasing. Is there a way I can fix that? Oh no, anti-aliasing was on. So that was with anti-aliasing on. That's crazy. I've just re-enabled it there. I need like a dark grey. I think what I might even do actually is do this and then go over it with a darker blue again. We're going to change up the style of it a little bit. Yeah. He's vibing. He's doing his thing. Oops. Probably fill this screen with a slightly lighter color. Oops, wrong one. Look, just like that. We have Seek in there. Pretty good. I need the red box as well. Might even just take this color here and then just push around on the color wheel to like a more red kind of color. Do a little bit of this. Nice. Then we'll grab a white. Just do. Nice. It doesn't need to be readable. I put warning instead of detector. That's all good for me. Then what I might do is I might draw the rift first. So it's got this like kind of purpley color going on. I notice when I do that sometimes, when I like press both fingers on the screen to do pinch and zoom, it ends up doing like an undo, which is kind of annoying. Don't know why it does that. What I'll do is I'll fill this in and I can do like a lighter accent color on it. Looks more like Cruppy. Little Cruppy. Oh, Cruppy's back. Evil little bugger. A little bit down there. I'm just going to put like an accent line on the outside or something. Yeah, all good. That'll do. I'm happy enough with that. And then this over the top. I just need maybe like a little vibe on Seek as well. We could probably even do with a slightly darker shade just to trim that. Bam. There you go. Seek is in the scene. We happy with that? He's in there. We'll quickly delete the inspo layer. Nice. I've just got to actually export this now. Luckily, he's mostly just at the top layer. Let me bring him in. Let's bring this fella in. Let's bring this guy across. PNG. Background. Boop. And there he is. He's in. And that's all it takes. Instead of the warning screen, you could put the pixel Tamagotchi Martyn in the screen. I had considered doing that, but I think trying to draw pixel art when it's supposed to be a slightly more like rough and loose style, a lot more like curvature to it, I wasn't 100% certain on. But at least it's in there now. But now I kind of feel tempted to move the character back across again. Kind of want to move him more. Oh gosh, not the whole thing. It surprises me it lets you move that. I just want to move him across a little bit so then you can see him a bit more. Yeah, there you go. That'll do. Sick. Well, there you go. And we can just continue we can continue to keep adding to that as well. We can just make lots of fun little assets. Can even make like, I guess we could even potentially make emotes with that. I always find with emotes that stuff can look fine, but as soon as you shrink it down to those like kind of lower resolutions, like your 28 pixels and stuff like that, it just gets a little bit crunchy. And I just don't know how, emote artists do it. Like, I look at Cherry's one, and I'm like, if I was to draw something that small, the lines have got so much anti-aliasing on them, or even probably without, that they just look so wispy, and there's no boldness to it. But it is literally the difference of like a pixel between it looking too chunky and not looking chunky enough. I find it really annoying. So, I don't know, man. It really throws me. But hey, we got something fun. We got something goofy. We got a silly little guy ready for the day. It's your canvas DPI. It's less pixelated when higher. Try making your next canvas with a 300 to 350 DPI. So what's my current one? Because that's the thing. There's a lot of this stuff that I know nothing about. I know nothing about it. Let me see if I can have a look. It should just be in the project settings, right? That's my best guess. Where would I find this information? Oh, okay. Yeah. So this looks like it's 72 DPI at the minute. I'm assuming it does make a difference. But for now, I just don't know how to do it. I don't know how to make that difference work. I don't know how to make that difference count. Ah, annoying. It's fine though. It's all good. Future things that it doesn't get too clustered. You can make a second background as if Shin-Chan Martyn has to switch to another camera. Oh yeah, like I can make a bunch of different scenes. We can be in a bunch of different places. We can have an outdoor area, indoor, all that sort of stuff. Did you mean for your ear to look like the fire emblem on your MC skin? I'll have you know that is the sapling swirl. Not a fire emblem. Oh, actually, no, you know what? I misunderstood you there. I thought you meant Fire Emblem as in the game. I was like, I don't think I've even really played much of a Fire Emblem game. I think I played Fire Emblem Awakening. Is that what it was called? But I don't think I've played much aside from that. But yeah. The ear is intentionally a sapling swirl, yeah. I just thought it'd be a fun way to incorporate in a little bit of me into somebody else's vibe and style. Oh, something's turning on and off. Did you hear that? I'm literally sat here swinging my legs. I don't think I kicked anything, so I don't know why I'm hearing a dunk, dunk, dunk. Weird. I'll tell you what I'll do, actually. Let me quickly move my desktop capture back over to the middle screen. Let me do that real quick. Just because it's going to be on the wrong one now. We want that one there. Bam. There we are. Now you can see whatever's on my center screen, should I desire to show you anything. All right. What do we want to play today? I mean, we could play Shin-Chan and the Coal Town. We could give that a go. I don't know if it's in Japanese or if it's also in English. I'm not 100% sure. Let me have a look. Did you see the Pantheon hint we got today, by the way? I did not. No, let me have a look. Was this? I'm assuming it's on Pow Creations Twitter. Twitter.com/Pow Creations. Let's have a looky. What date are we on? The 21st. It's on their location. What do you mean? Oh, this. What is that? A skull, a coin, and then something that's so small I can't make out what it is. What's that? It's not a river, is it? Oh, no, yeah, I tell you what, actually, yeah, it's a paddle boat. Interesting. I mean, it's as much a teaser for me as it is for you guys. Also, I've not seen this key art before. What the hell? Is that what our map's going to look like? Or are they expecting us to make something that looks like that? Because I've no idea how to build anything in that style. Maybe that's something we should do today. Do you want to do that instead of playing Shin-Chan? I actually try and figure out how to build anything that looks even remotely Greek and see how that goes. But it's got to look like ancient Greece rather than anything else. We could do some Pantheon practice. I mean, it looks as though we have some degree of quartz, although I guess we're not going to be able to go into the nether, so I don't really know how we'll do that. Charon and Styx are represented by those icons. Who's Charon? I'm assuming Charon's a person. In Greek mythology, Charon is the grim, shadowy ferryman who rows deceased... Oh my god, Jesus. Deceased souls across the river Styx an acheron to the underworld. To cross, souls must pay a single coin called an obol. Obul? How do you pronounce that? Which was traditionally placed in the corpse's mouth during burial. Oh. So what happened if you didn't have one? If a soul wasn't properly buried or lacked the fare, they were stranded on the riverbanks to wander aimlessly for 100 years. But then what happens after, though? What happens if you... do you just get, like, free passage? I'm curious. Let me have a look. Oh, so after 100 years, the unburied and penniless souls are finally allowed to cross the river for free. I mean, do you want to go to the underworld? What is the Greek mythology underworld like? I'm just wondering whether you'd even want to, if you'd be like, oh, actually, I've not got a coin, mate. A structured sunless realm beneath the earth where souls go after death, ruled by the god Hades and his wife. Persephone. It is divided into the distinct zones based on how a soul lived and guarded by the three-headed dog Cerberus. Okay, I know that one. But, like, would you want to go there? Or would you rather live for another 100 years and just hang out with all the other penniless freaks? Because you wouldn't be lonely, right? It doesn't say you wander for 100 years alone. Jesus. I didn't know that, Draz. I don't think I knew that detail about that bracelet. Oh, it's Persephone. Persephone. This guy's a phony. Who are you calling the phony? Huh? Who are you calling the phony? Right, let's launch it up. Let me see if I have some kind of client that I can build him. Because I saw Sausage doing it the other day, so this could be fun. Let's do, let me just change the stream title real quick to be... Actually, no, I don't even have to change... Oh, yeah, I can change the stream title. Practicing builds for Pantheon SMP. Nice. All right. Let's do it. Let me... it's fine. I'm just going to change the thing real quick. Right. What Minecraft client should we launch? I could always... You know what? I should build it in the thumbnail one, even though it's 121.11, but I get the feeling that will probably be in that version. I don't know if it's said anywhere which version we are going to be playing in. Oh, I've only just... Sorry, YouTube chat. I've just noticed that I wasn't plugged in on StreamerBot to say hello to you lot. Give me 2 seconds. I've just seen a bunch of messages on the YouTube chat. I keep forgetting that I have to manually click into the YouTube connection on StreamerBot every time I go live, which is hella annoying. I'm gonna file a ticket maybe and ask them if they can, like, not make me do that. It's not even as I have to click on it. I literally just click log in and then boom, it suddenly, like, springs to life. Right, Minecraft is launched. Gotcha. Let's go to... where is it? Borderless Gaming. I'm going to call this world Pantheon SMP. Oh, sorry, I'm still angry. Pantheon SMP. The actual Pantheon SMP begins right now. Right now. All right, cool. Make that full screen. Then when we go to this screen, we should be all good to rock and roll. I'll do a cam off as well, because I've not done that yet. Chat. Cam off. Lovely. All right, nice. Okay, cool. By the way, I have everything done for Pantheon now. I've got my skin. I've got my cosmetics. I've got a little bit of knowledge now about my god. Oh, it's going to be a good one. Oh, it's going to be a good one. All right, let's find somewhere to build. We'll take off this texture pack as well, actually, because this is the texture pack just for the... This is just for thumbnail making, so I'll take that off for now. Nice. What kind of biome would be good? I guess I want a plains biome, right? Biome, plains. Boom. All right, take me there, fella. Eh? Is this considered the plains biome? Are you sure? Okay, biome, plains. Sunflower plains. Let's take that instead. We'll go full scar with it. It's still not a lot better. Is there a command in Minecraft so you can search for the next available one? So if you're in the biome, does it bypass the search and give you one further afield? I kind of wish that's what the command did. It goes, okay, you're currently stood in that biome, so you can't be searching for it. That wouldn't make sense. So then it would then look for the next furthest one out according to the rules of the seed. That would be handy to have. Make a fresh one. Pantheon. Pantheon. Open widget. Stream settings. Build practice for Pantheon SMP. Just changing the YouTube title. Locate biome plains. Oh, whoops. I could, well, just put this into a... yeah, see, this is better. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Have I got Axiom as well? Oh, yeah, let me change Axiom real quick. You'd want to cross the river Styx because from what I know, Charon basically takes you where you're destined to be, and there's a few places they can go. So if you're stranded because you don't have a coin, you're stuck for 100 years and can miss out on being amongst the gods. So in Greek mythology, do they not have an idea of heaven and hell? Is it just everyone goes to the afterlife and it's kind of like, well, that's that. Like, is there any eternal punishment? Or is it like, no, like you did your thing. Now you're just going to live forever. Also, why no game sounds? Has the system settings taken over? It has. Let me fix that. System. There we go. There we go. Now I can actually hear. Lovely. Yeah, okay, cool. So this is what we want to do. So I guess the first what I'm going to do is maybe look up some Google inspiration. Ancient Greece builds Minecraft. Let's have a look at what sort of stuff people are making. The first thing that comes to my head is like your typical, like your whites and your like your actual bricks, like this kind of thing would be my initial thought. Although it's just about whether we're going to have quartz readily available. Because we typically don't go into... Like, I don't think the idea of us being able to go into the nether is going to work in Pantheon. Because surely that would then be the underworld as well, right? I don't know. I suppose I don't really know what they've got planned for us with it. We've got a bit of variety in the bricks here. Could even do it with mud bricks as well, potentially. There is also the Fields of Punishment. God damn. All right. Don't want to go there. No chance. Okay. I suppose what I don't know. I've got a choice paralysis here on what to make. I suppose I need to make something that I will live in and then others will come to. A lot of these seem to be like ancient Greek, like temples, if you will, but I want regular ancient Greek homes. Ancient Greek home builds. Yeah, see, this is more the kind of vibe. Again, though, it does all use quartz. I need to probably ask them about that, because if we're trying to go for that aesthetic... In fact, I'm going to ask them right now. Questions. Might have been asked already, but... You know what I need for this character? I need a little sleeping one. Diorite or concrete might be your best bet. Oh, yeah, true. Polished diorite. Let's see how that looks. Let me alter the controls as well. Keybinds. We'll have sprint on R. We'll have... Don't worry about camera roll. What was I doing? Replace mode for Axiom. Debug, Axiom. Where's replace mode? Replace mode on R, good. And then I want toggle perspective to be on tab instead. Nice, got it. Got it. All right, cool. Because then now when I go across to here... No, that's not it either. Oh, God, what is it? Payload. Yeah, payload might be the shout as well. Where is Axiom's context menu? There we go. There we go. Okay, well, that's what I wanted. Nice. Are you a fan of Shin-Chan? I quite like... the bits I've seen of it, I've enjoyed. I've admittedly not seen a ton of it. I really ought to. It's InTheLittleWood. For some reason, that sounds cancelable. I don't know if we're going to go with that one, buddy. I see what you were doing, but I just don't know if I, don't know if I like the sound of it. I don't know. Something, it sounds a little uncomfortable to me. I think maybe calcite might be the way to go. Just smooth calcite. Yeah, you know what? Calcite do the trick. Calcite and mud is probably going to be a fun way to do that. Let's have a look then. Ancient Greek home builds. I mean, a lot of these look kind of like modernized though. But maybe they're not. Maybe that's just the vibe. So we go like this and then go bloop. And then to there. A bit more this way. Bone blocks. I mean, the problem is I don't know like how busy we're going to be in this SMP. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how often people are going to be coming to chat, to fight, to do anything. I've no idea. It's kind of hard to know how to navigate it. I see a lot of like acacia wood being used for this as well in a lot of these builds, which I like the idea of. The campfires are also a fun idea too. Digging those. I guess quite busy if you're a Greek champion. Yeah, true. But busy with what though is the question. It's going to bug me to know when that is off a bit, but that's fine. We're just going to vibe it and style it, see what happens. Nice. I feel like decorated pots and flower pots are gonna look the part right here, aren't they? And like berry bushes and things like that. Oh, can you not do? Oh, yeah, you can. You know what I mean? There'll be all sorts of things going on, like barrels as well. Have you made much research on your god? A little bit. A little bit. I think I know as much as I probably need to know about my god. The thing is, right, is that, like, I suppose we don't have to know our god inside out, because we're not the god themselves, right? We are a champion of them. But I don't know whether that means, like, I'll have to ask them whether that means that we worship them in character in life, or whether we were just aware of them as everybody was aware of all Greek gods. You know what I mean? Like, Draz messaged me the other day, and Draz was like, oh, well, a lot of people back in those times would navigate life by assuming that if somebody just randomly turns up at your door, like, you're to treat everybody as though they could be a god in disguise, because if you do something wrong or turn them away, it could backfire on you and stuff. So maybe that's the way I'll go about it, is everything will be with like a pinch of salt. You know what I mean? Oops. That was it. Yeah, Zeus's law. Yeah, that's what it was saying. Draz has been great for this stuff, because Draz knows so much about this sort of stuff. I don't really know what I'm doing here. I'm just sort of figuring out what kind of vibes work. I suppose you'd want this to go quite a ways back. I suppose if I do this there, I can probably just move it a little bit. I'd want like a sizable home, you know what I mean? Something a bit better to work with. I suppose, yeah, bring him back by one. Whoops. Nice. Let me go to here. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, I like a lot of this, like, stuff that I'm seeing with, like, acacia. I'm seeing a lot of, like, acacia and like, put out campfires and stuff. Are campfires spenny to make, or are they okay? Again, this is the thing. We don't know what we're going to have on the server. We don't know what blocks, what builds, what anything. Might also try some pale wood as well. See how that looks in all of this. I always forget, like, when you compare it to, like, calcite and other things, how purpley pinky pale wood looks. It's definitely like a reddish hue to it. Maybe try some diorite. We could do a polished diorite instead, maybe. In places. Yeah, I actually don't think I like the that stuff all that much. This feels like it would be expensive, dude. What the hell? Maybe it's not, though. Stripped pale. Let's have a look. Stripped pale. Yeah, stripped pale could potentially work. Yeah, I tell you what, actually, that does look a bit nicer. Again, it's got a bit more of a pinky hue to it, but... Right, I think if I do this, I can put these all out with my right click. We don't want the whole house on fire, Jesus. I mean, no kind of view. That's kind of cute. A lot of them seem to, like, a lot of the builds I'm seeing are utilizing acacia on the lower levels, but then they're actually still topping it off with, like, classic bricks. Have you gone deeper with Axiom and its way of making gradients? You know what? I haven't, but we could give it a try. Should we give it a go? So if you go to... Oh, God, where is it again? That's the studio mod. Gradient helper. There you go. So if you go for, like, say, I don't know, like that and that, it will, like, show you everything in between. So, like, terracotta would probably work in here. You'd work some terracotta into the build. But yeah, it sort of just gives you a gradient. I should probably use it more often. Look, you can, like, even change, like, the layout of it. Look at that. You just pull out some white terracotta. I think all this stripped wood would probably be quite spenny to get. I suppose calcite probably is going to be the easiest thing, isn't it? Let's try like a stair or something. In fact, we could probably even just use the same trapdoor again, couldn't we? Just there. Diorite feels easier than calcite to me. It is, but it's just the diorite is just so noisy. Look at it. Look at it. It's just like, it's literally TV static. It's a bit nuts. Leaves. We could probably work some leaves in here, right? Maybe like some vines hanging down the front of it or something. Oh, would they have to be full blocks to work? Hi, Martin. Quick question. Has Dungeon Delivery's main character artwork and Ozza done all the NPC artwork right? Want to get the credits right. Sorry, it's unrelated to MC. Yeah, it's are you on the Patreon? Because if so, you should be able to see the name of the artist on there. In the credit sequence. At the very start of it, it lists the artist. So it lists Raz, Moonkachu, and I just can't remember the full name of the person who's done the other artworks. You'll be able to tell which ones they've done versus which ones Oz has done, because there's a stylistic difference between them. Maybe walls would work here, strangely. Again, I like the idea of trying the mud here. Little slabs on occasion, maybe. Or even stairs, potentially. The stairs stick out a fair bit, but it's not the worst thing in the world. Try shelves? Yeah, I suppose so. I'm assuming we'll have shelves in whatever version we play. This music's lovely, by the way. Very nice music. Whoops, move this around. I like this music a lot. Very cute, very sweet. And this is already a very small house, isn't it? I really struggle with scaling as well with these builds. This house looks perfect for the champion of Hades to live in. Oh my god, spoiler, spoiler, shock, shock, horror, horror. Imagine that was that easy to leak. That easy, dude, that easy. Oh, I just saw somebody using copper trap doors in the windows. They're having it like that. Don't know if they were inside or outside. And even that gives a bit of a vibe. Oops. Yeah, the way they seem to be doing it on theirs was like that, I think. Or were they at the front of the build? Would it look better on the other way around? Yeah, it probably looks better that way, doesn't it? I'm just trying all sorts today. I mean, the copper trap doors, the regular ones, might actually look alright here. Never really done this style before, so it's going to be a lot of, like, figuring stuff out, you know what I mean? And try the little plant pot. Oh, that doesn't sit there properly. I even have a fancy mod founder badge. Oh, really? Mod founder? What does that mean? Let's try making this brick roof, by the way. Let's see how I go about doing that. I'm going to get everything for this. I imagine the roof's being really quite flat for some reason. Unless you just do that kind of like traditional peaked roof. Clone. And there to there. Rotate that around to there. Up one more, I guess. Yeah, I suppose you could do that. I just always think the roofs look really... Maybe they do. Maybe they need to come off by a layer as well. I feel like they don't peak up quite as high as that. I feel like it needs to maybe be slabs after that fact. Let's try that instead. See how that feels. Oops. Let's do stack. Ooh, don't like the way that looks. Let's have a look. Hold on. I'm just barreling through Google Images at the minute, just like trying to learn everything through osmosis. Oh, I see. Some people are using like full blocks as well to kind of have a more gradual, I guess, gradient to it. And it could even be like that. How would that look if you were to do that with it? Still just looks really tall, doesn't it? I think roofs is one of the things that I've always struggled with most in Minecraft, because I always feel like if they just like flood off the edge like that, I always feel like it sticks out too far. I've always wanted a more subtle roof situation. What are you trying to build? Nothing in particular. I am just trying to make just random stuff in a sort of like ancient Greece kind of vibe is what we're trying to do at the minute. We're just having a little practice for Pantheon to figure out like what we could make. Oh, granite. I never even thought of using granite. Granite would be lovely for a little bit of accenting. Oh, that makes a big difference, actually. I like that. There's no logic to my gradients, by the way. I just kind of do them. I just kind of spam click. I'm sure there's supposed to be a logic to it. Boink. 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 Boop. Boop. Like, does it sticking out? I don't know. It just looks very square, doesn't it? I don't know how people make their builds not look shit. You know what I mean? I just feel like mine always do. It pisses me off to no end. But I feel like I'll try something, I'll hate it, and then when I see somebody else try a certain technique, I'm like, oh yeah, that's great. Which never works for me in my mind. Look at that little guy. Did the streamer make his own PNG tuber? He certainly did. He made this little guy. He made his whole office as well, or at least a rendition of his office. We made silly things. Good afternoon, Coco, by the way. And then also, if you missed it at the start of the stream, we made this little guy as well. Just very silly, very stupid. I completely forgot that I had these speed lines. The speed lines going across in the background. I bought a pack of them ages ago. And just never got around to using more than like one of them. So, yeah, pretty cool. He's just a little guy. He's a little guy doing his thing. I wonder if acacia fences under here would look any good. Like if I was to go like this. Then you allow some of the roof to come off. Then you peek it out with like the stairs a little bit maybe. Just trying like little ideas. It looks okay. Do you have the references for the build? I'm just literally going on Google and just typing in like ancient Greece like builds and just trying out a little bit of everything that comes up. So like I do like this campfire roof situation. I think that's fun. I'm quite enjoying that at the minute. I just feel like I'm more making like a holiday home though. Like I don't know, as a champion of a god, like what am I supposed to live in? You know what I mean? I don't know. Like, I remember seeing Sausage building some stuff, but I mean, he was building like a full-on temple, and like, even he said he was like, this isn't something I'm going to live in, but he was just doing it for like the love of the game. It's just kind of like figuring out, I don't know, like how to pull this all together. I mean, to be fair, it's starting to look cozy. It looks all right so far. It's not the worst. It's more the roof that I'm not so keen on. Maybe they help round it out a little bit. Why not go for your god's design? Because I would spoil everything. So I could do that, but I couldn't do it on stream right now. You know what I mean? I don't totally hate that side now that I've done that. I'm going to grab it here. I'm going to bring it up. I'm going to pop one down here. I'm going to copy this over and see how it would look if it happens off both ends. So we'll take this. We'll do a little clone of it. Boink, boink, boink. Rotate. Nice. Oh, that one like broke on the moment, on the beat. On the beat. On the beat. Trying to sneak in there. It's a lot. It's a lot, isn't it? Maybe that helps a little bit. Yeah, there's a little something happening there. It's not terrible. There's also probably a real-world location tied to your god, so maybe looking off stream at the local architecture might be worth looking at. Yeah, that's true. I mean, this already looks fun. This already looks nice enough, doesn't it? There is another one that I've just seen, which I think looks really cool, which is more of like a Greek villa, which kind of leans into more sandstony colors. So we could probably give that a try in a second. Problem with this one at the minute is scale. Like, it's not big enough to live in, I don't think. Like, if you were to do this and go up to there, like, this would probably be the next level up, right? Be like that. You probably almost want to bring everything up by another block, which I'm not going to do for now, but yeah. I don't know what is connecting and disconnecting. It's weird. I probably want almost like maybe some kind of smaller thing here. Almost like a stables or something. Yeah, maybe we can do something along these lines. Oops, wrong one. It's giving me like shoreside house, kind of like the houses in Orchidia. Yeah, that's true. Nice little throwback. Probably actually bring those out further. Cauldron. Here's a cauldron, go on. Give me some hay bales. It's not terrible. Maybe a little trapdoor on the other side of it. I mean, that looks nice enough, doesn't it? If you came across that, you wouldn't think too much of it. Either way, you wouldn't think, wow, it's stunning or it's horrible. We can try getting a pot. Oh, yeah, I'll tell you what, a composter, actually. That came up on the list by accident. Let's throw a composter in there. Get some nice decorated pots as well. Don't think that can sit there. It would have to be a case of doing this, then this. Oops. There you go. It would have to be like that. There you go. Yeah. It's a little something, something, isn't it? There's a little something, something. Does that work? You can put vines on those, right? I mean, there's no guarantee I'll even find vines. That's the thing. You can't really get too set on any one design decision because you don't know what you're going to be graced with when you get into the SMP. At least I feel like a bit more confident that I'll have some ideas of how or what to build. Tell you what would actually help here is if this was slabs. So if this bad boy here was made of even like polished slabs, I suppose. You could put them all on the lower end, potentially. Then you can reasonably have another layer to live and work on. Doesn't mean you'd have to put all these in there. You can put a little pot on top of the big pot to give them flowers. Oh, yeah. Good shout. Oh, yeah. So you can. I mean, then there's always the thing with those plant pots where you put, like, these on them as well. Oh, no. You do this kind of thing with it. You know what I mean? Probably even do it all the way around like that. You make a little unified thing. Although, honestly, trapdoors are usually better for that. Especially spruce ones. Oops. Oops. Kind of cute. Yeah. It'd be something. It'd be a starting point for a home at the very least. Right, let's go try another style. Let's do it over here. So if I do here and to here, I'm going to do there to there, delete. Get rid of all that head height grass. So much tall grass around here, dude. So the other one I've seen is where people are using a lot of sandstone instead. So let's try a load of sandstone elements. So walls. That one, that one. And I think with it, they're combining it with, not with diorite. What's it called? What's the grey one called? It's not granite. It is andesite. Yeah, andesite. Seen people combining elements with this as well. Still quite a bit of oh, they're using like yellow, like the orangey sand as well. And I think some of them are actually using the mud brick as well, which is something that I had considered using a moment ago. So it was like using like this kind of vibe. So then go up into a mud brick itself. Doing this kind of shtick with it. Then you begin like the stairs off the top of it. Or slabs or stairs, either or. That's when you then bring the bricks into play. I didn't use any hanging signs on this either. We could try some hanging signs. Like even if you just put hanging signs like here. I feel like they would actually add a little bit of visual diversity to this spot. It's hard to know how like pretty this SMP is going to be. I feel like it lends itself well to be a pretty SMP, but can't know for certain. Pretty and bloody, perhaps. That's what I'm thinking. I don't think it's going to go as well as we'd all hoped. Or hope, even. It's where you find out we've already filmed the entire season. Can you imagine? It's already done and dusted. Get some little fence gates on the go. It's interesting. I'm just looking at this build that I'm seeing here, and they don't seem to like connect the underside to everything. So like they have like this kind of thing going on, and I think they slab it, and then I think they, in fact, they might even slab it for quite a few of these layers. They kind of do that kind of thing with it, and then it goes to like a wall of sandstone, I think. This is why Martyn's going on a vacation. He will ghost our raft. Wait, what? I think actually my holiday lands right in the middle of Pantheon. Well, maybe not the middle of Pantheon, but the earlier portion of Pantheon, which isn't ideal because it means I'll go on holiday and in the run up to it, I'll be editing like a mother hubbard, trying to get the video over the finish line. Which I'm not looking forward to, but I'd rather that than not be in it at all. You know what I mean? Where's smooth sandstone? There you go. Let's go there to there. Delete. I feel like that's only necessary in the outermost ones as well. You get some pretty big entrances out of this. Holy moly. If we get some like granite stairs, for some reason I just don't like all brick. I need a mix. I need a mix of granite and even if it's from an angle where I'm not necessarily even going to see it as the player. You know what I mean? Like from a ground level. Maybe it was a different kind of fence gate in this picture that I'm looking at. It could be jungle. Yeah, it might be jungle, actually. Interesting. I like that where it has like a little lip that comes down. I'm digging that. I feel like you've been assigned is so wild depending on the mood. Apo is... Oh, I feel like the god you've been assigned. Yeah, because that was the thing, right? You could... So they gave us all the list of the gods that we could pick from and some other bits. And you could, like, ask to be something, but either somebody might have taken it already, or you just straight up just can't... Like, it's gone, or they're like, oh, no, like, we're reserving that for... You know, somebody's already asked for that one ahead of time or whatever. Like, I didn't really know what to go with. I wasn't 100% sure. Now, how have they achieved that effect? What have they done there? Oh, I see. So they're doing andesite walls. I've never really thought of doing this for a corner. Does it look any good? And then when it then goes around to here, how does that look for a corner wall? I think it's that thing. I'm looking at like renders that have been like rendered out with wait, how have they done that? Let me show you the picture I've been looking at. I've just been trying to build it to understand it as I look at it. But how have they done this here? Is that maybe a corner step? Because that's very much wall, block, but then they've got seemingly a running trim of slabs going around there. But how have they achieved this weird corner thing? I reckon it's an upside down stair. But isn't it a case of if I were to delete that, then it just changes back? I guess they've done a corner step, but they've maybe done like a little, something a little hacky to keep it that way. I like those windows as well. They're nice. Tell you what, I will be right back just for 2 seconds, everybody. I'm going to run some ads real quick. But stay put, and I will be back with you in just a moment. I'm just going to quickly go grab a refill on my drink. I'll run some ads while I'm gone as well, just because why not? Nothing's happening. Might as well let them roll. Oh, hello. Look at that. 30. Oh, what's that icon? Oh, it's just the not letting me press the button on the browser. Hi. I'm back. Right. Let's carry on experimenting. Let's have a look. All right. Oh, whoops. Wrong one. Does anyone know what mod he's using to edit his building in large sections? It's called Axiom. A-X-I-O-M. Axiom. It also adds in like lots of fun stuff like this thing, which is like the replace button, which is fun. It's got a ton of tools. I won't give you a full tutorial on it now, but it is a good one. I suppose what we could do actually is we can take this, take that, and go blah, 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 blah. There you go. And maybe take this here and do a copy in that direction. We're going to rotate it like that. Then we'll delete that. Get this and do a little go blah, 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 blah. The PNG tube is silly. I love it. It's good, right? And we got this little scene as well. Just drew a load of random stuff last 24 hours. Made a fun little thing. Is Pantheon SMP similar to the speculated Gods SMP? I've no idea because I am not in Gods SMP. If you can tell me the premise of Gods SMP, I can react to that. But I also don't know, like, I'm obviously not going to leak what the premise of Pantheon SMP is either. So the real answer is, I don't know, probably couldn't say. Let's see how it goes. You know what I mean? A lot of random stuff, not the trash as the bag. You guys have got to get over this trash as the bag, honest to God. You just wait until the office is actually decorated. Then you're going to lose your minds. God, if only building in Minecraft was this quick and easy. I mean, it is if you're using this, but you know what I mean. The fact you can even just like hold like the different coordinates as well to move it all across. It's so good. It's so good. Let's grab that corner from there as well. Grab you, move you over to there, give you a little rotate-tate. I think roofs are going to be my hardest thing. But I think what I'm doing at the moment is I'm just trying to recreate what I can see in images so that I can then like remember certain techniques. You know what I mean? Like I can remember how to actually implement them. Because I think for me, like I think for some people it's a very arty thing building in Minecraft, but for me it's very much a math thing. And by that I mean for me it's very much like making sure that everything like has that symmetry and, you know, having a certain disparity between blocks and stuff like that. I'm just not, my brain isn't wired in the same way as a lot of the people that I play with or record with, you know what I mean? I really like their window they've done. So they've done this, then... Oh no, I tell you what, actually. Wait, hold on. Hold on, so they start like that. So they've got that. Andesite slab. So they got that there like that. Oh, and I see it. And they're using acacia trapdoors to be like the outer part of this. Interesting. I mean, their building is actually significantly taller than mine at the moment. I can increase the height of everything. I'm just really fascinated by the way they do that. But it's such a cool big ass window, isn't it? Look at that. probably what you want to do is you probably want to take all of this, move it up by a block or two. Probably do it by 2. Then you could probably duplicate all of this. Clone. Oh wait, oops. Cancel. That's what I wanted to do. Now I wanted to go to here and go 1, 2. There we go. Then that helps with the height of the building, doesn't it? Yeah, cool. Go to there. Clone that across to there. In fact, actually, no wait. That one there. That one there. Bring it this way. Rotate it around twice. Forward by 1, across by 1. Then we want to go that, then that, then that. We can sort of manually fill the rest in. It's a shame it doesn't retain as much shape on the inside, but I wonder if that would be possible. I suppose there's no reason it can't be, right? You maybe have to lose a little bit there. I mean, I would never build a window like this. I don't want nobody sneaking into my base. I'm too paranoid to do that. And that one will probably be a block like that. Yeah, there you go. Oh, I have to hold Y, don't I? Yeah. Whoosh. Oh. Never mind. God, I can, with enough time, I can do builds like this, but it takes me a long ass time. So I think they're using a lot of like red sandstone as well, which is fascinating. And it looks as though it might actually be, is it set in by a block or no? I can't tell. Yeah, I think it is. I think they've actually got it set in by a block like this. And then they're actually using then the red sandstone walls to add like almost like an embossment to it. And then how is he placing those on top of the slabs? Oh no, you can. I think. Oh no, because they're stairs. They're not slabs, are they? How does he tackle the corners? Yeah, I suppose the corners just sort of splay out like that. Interesting. As long as you've got your divisibles correct, which I may have or I may not have gotten right. Oh, I have. Oh, what a treat. Then you can just kind of do this with it. Boink. Boop, boop, boop. Nice. Ah, that's the one place where it falls apart. But actually, I don't think it's super noticeable. Just where it's a corner piece. Oh, no, actually, I'll tell you what. Actually, that's the one place it might actually work better. Now, what I'm confused by is, tell me if in this image, if it looks like it's... that looks like it's half slab. Because look, it's stairs. That looks like it's slabs. But then they've also got then half a sandstone slab on top of it. Is that a thing you can do? Can you put... And I thought that's a thing you can't do. Unless in maybe newer versions you can. Can you put 2 different slabs on top of each other? No, I didn't think you could. So how have they done that then? I don't get it. I don't get it. And I don't like it when I don't get it. The sandstone is just a block you can see through the gap. Okay. The left roof corner. Oh yeah, it does look like it's set in by a block. Interesting. The stone is pushed out and the sand's behind. Yeah, you're right. Okay, let's try that. I don't think that's a trick that I've tried before. Let me just pull it back into here. So what they're doing then is they've got this, which is just on a mad one. I suppose this is the reason that it needs to be on the odd number, because then you actually have something supporting the corner one. And I suppose an overhang isn't awful. And then, yeah, I guess then they've got sand there like that. Again, this is why I like looking at other people's builds and just slowly recreating them, because you stumble upon stuff like this, like techniques that I would never have thought to have done. You know what I mean? So that's how you achieve that effect of having like a slightly, like a beveled roof, I suppose. So then how does it then go from there? Is it then they just then put sandstone on top of that? Yeah, because I guess that then bridges it. Interesting. Gonna need a tutor session with sausage, 100%. That's a really cool technique. I've genuinely never seen that before. I've probably seen builds with it, but never actually thought about the vibe of it. I like what they've done here as well. So it looks as though, like, I've done this with this, but I think they've actually done it with stairs in there, I want to say. So they've done this kind of thing. Oh no, maybe that's not what they've done. I think I'm not doing it the same way they have, but I just want to try something real quick. So yeah, that's how you get that kind of like varied height on it. It's by having full blocks interspersed with those kinds of blocks. Interesting. I mean, probably what you want to do is you want to do that. And you want to go one there. Actually, no, you want to come... Oh, no, I guess you could. Just keeps adding those little edges to it, doesn't it? Interesting. And then they kind of go back to their... They've gone back to their method again of having this in here. Which I think is... I think these are potentially set in by 2. I think they've done this with it. I think they go like that. And then they've got these walls of... They've gone like this with it. They've done something like that with it. And then they've got like these mad like roofs going on. But the roofs do look like they connect from there though. I suppose they can. So they've got like the sandstone staircase roofs, which are going like this. So it starts with that like that. Then it's a full block. No, it's not. It's not. It's 2 slabs. Oh, God. Yeah, okay. So they've actually got 2 sandstone slabs, which actually, maybe not with that one specifically, but it emulates then like a full block. Then they have an actual full block. Oh, is that the technique for getting like a nice gradual one? Is like a fake half block in that method. Interesting. Okay. So you start like that, then you go like that. Oh, that's such a nice way of getting a gradual roof rather than something that's a steep. It's the sort of thing I should have done over there. Oh, it just makes a really nice curvature to it, doesn't it? Bloody hell. These people are too talented. Too talented for their own goddamn right. Oh my god, it's pretty. It really is, isn't it? It's really smart. It's a big old trick of the eye. I suppose what I want to do then is I want to take this up to here. There you go. I want to clone, or stack actually. Stack from there to there. Just go all the way across. And then you then just want to just quickly pepper this in. Probably even be a bit cheeky and out of sight from the ground level. You can start doing a bit of this. Because you'd never know otherwise. Actually, you would. You would know. Actually, you would know. Yeah, I suppose that would be the play, wouldn't it? Doing it like that. I mean, realistically, in a power SMP, or at least a video power SMP, you'd never have time to make something like this, but it's cool to learn techniques. That roof one's really, really tickled me. The whole 1, 2, that has blown my mind. That's probably such a simple technique as well. I mean, it's great for making a longer gradual staircase as well. Really cool. Never have time unless you're sausage, yeah. Sausage's idea of a starter base is like 4 months of work for me. So we'll have to wait and see. Sausage loves him some lore as well, so I'm very intrigued to see who he gets. That's the thing, we don't know what gods each of us has, which I think is really exciting. I think it's so much better not knowing. Yeah, they must be using a mod to achieve this. Because there's definitely places where they have that and then they have like a andesite slab on top of it. Why in the big 2026 can't we put 2 different slabs on top of each other? But yeah, this kind of vibe as well. So we've got kind of like the white and red. We've got the sandstone andesite and a little bit of red and a bunch of acacia in the side of there as well. What else can you make? Let's have a look. Ancient Greek Minecraft builds. This is something that I never do actually, which I like looking at it, but for some reason when I make it, I just feel like it never looks quite right. And that is if you've got, say, a wall like this, right? And you go like that, and then you just punch a hole there. And then you just do this. Like that just being a window. Other people do it, and I think, yeah, it looks lovely. I do it, and I always just think it looks trash. In fact, it needs to be a slightly longer gap, but... I should never understand why it never looks good when I do it. You know what I mean? 2 different slabs in the same block. Good lord, man. We've only just gotten chairs. I know. I've not actually done any decoration with the cushions just yet. I need to learn all of the cushion's utility, both as a building item and as a trapping item. What is that, by the way? Is that a ruined portal up on high? Oh my god, it is as well. Do they normally spawn this high? What world height is this? World height 128. The fuck? It is a nice mountain range, isn't it? Do you want the seed? This is for 121.11. I don't think there are any generation mods on. I don't think. There may be, I'm not sure. Does look nice though. I not have a zoom key? Right, hold on. Let me jump out for a second. What mod will let me just search my keybinds? What mod is that? Browse content. Which one lets you just find keybinds? Controlling, is that the one? Controlling. Add a search bar there, yeah, that's the one. Again, why this isn't in the game by default, I don't know. I don't know. Right, relaunch. Bring it back now. Oh, sorry, I've just realized I still had the grumpy face on for ages. My bad. Have a little bit of flying while we're waiting. Look at him go. Flying through the sky. The only thing that annoys me with those speed lines is they don't loop perfectly, and I don't know why. I feel like if I was making elements like that, I would make sure that they work infinitely and on repeat. It's your locked-in face. It really is, to be fair. That is probably the face that I'm actually pulling when I'm doing these when I'm doing this building. If we're being really honest with ourselves. Dench Attack is fun. Just gave it a try in the first area is near Itzy's house. Oh, sick. I played the first area during Steam Next Fest. I enjoyed what I played. I just wasn't convinced I would want to play it on stream. But yeah. Oh, I never actually saw if I had a zoom key. Guess we'll find out if we do. I don't have a zoom. Do I not have a zoom mod? What the fuck am I doing with my life? Hold on a minute. I suppose this is this isn't a mod pack that I normally use for actual building. Normally it's just for thumbnails. I saw that what's his name? RT Game got like a voice line. Well, I say voice line, like a voice pack in Dench Attack, which is pretty cool. What's this? Oh, no, that's fine. By the way, I've been getting notifications today about the Powerball. Is it like, has the UK lottery begun doing the Powerball? Because the prize is like 300 mil. So is it just a case of we're now also taking part in the American one? I was very confused by that whole notification. That house looks cute. That looks like it'll be something one day, but not just yet. The who and the what now? The Powerball. Let me have a look. Is the Powerball now in the UK? Let's have a look. Tickets for Powerball are now on sale, giving UK players the chance to play in the world's biggest rolling jackpot game for the very first time. It is, yeah. A record £300 million to be won. Damn. That's quite a pricey ticket, though. £4 to play. Damn. So yeah, it looks like it must be the American one. But I don't know how it works with tax, because isn't it in America like you win the Powerball, but you only end up seeing like a third of it. Everything else gets taxed into oblivion and stuff, but obviously different country, different tax rules. Unless it just gets taxed upon leaving the US or something. Nice. Cool, right. So we got that. Anything else we want to try building in a kind of ancient Greek style? I've got like the general vibe check of this now, which is nice. I don't think I'll necessarily be building a temple anytime soon. I'm I'm looking through and they're all kind of the same, these builds. I do like the idea of doing like the slightly more like slanted roofs as well. Could build a shrine. Let's have a look. Ancient Greek shrine. What do they look like? I mean, the shrines are like, yeah, the shrines are basically like temples as well. I don't think I want to do that. Yeah, Greek temple tutorial. What about Minecraft statue designs? You know when like people build them out of like andesite and stuff? Or like just out of stone generally? We could try that. Let's get some andesite. Or maybe stone brick actually. Stone brick might be the shout. Stone brick. Slabs on walls. Let's try and make something. So if you had a little guy. And do this little vibe with him. Give him a little torso as well. I guess you then want to flesh the body out, right? Don't even know if you necessarily want to flesh it out the back or not. Just becomes very square all of a sudden. Suppose you want to tuck in like a neck and then a noggin. Actually, probably come out by one more, maybe. Oh my god. I don't know how you'd build a statue like this. I feel like I see people make really elegant statues in such a small foothold. I have no idea how they would pull that off. Oh, is the news finally broken? Yeah. No Ren in Pantheon. That's a big shame. Unfortunately. I'm gutted about that. God, it just looks shit, doesn't it? Oh my god. I suppose that actually looks a bit better. Walls might be the saving grace here. The arm just looks so far out. Guess you could have the legs hinge lower than that. Don't know how I feel about that. Hold on, is it no Ren full stop or no Ren main cast? Because he wasn't main cast in Bannerfall, but he made an appearance. To my knowledge, it's no Ren full, like, at all. Zero zilch nada. Yeah, he's had a travel opportunity come up, which he shouldn't and isn't turning down. So yeah, he's unfortunately not going to be with us, which is a shame. Give him a little bicep. Oh, that one's kind of cool. Just seen someone make one where it looks like a guy holding up a boat. So they started off with that, then this. Goes up by one, then to there. Oops. I think that's how it goes. Maybe like that? As a cameo, would be pretty easy to implement. Well, I actually don't know how long he's away for. We were talking about his travel plans last night on stream. He definitely should be taking the chance when he can. Shame he can't join us anymore, though. Yeah, it is what it is. You know what I mean? But there'll be other projects in the future, I'm sure. And he'll be around for those, I imagine. But life be lifing sometimes. You just got to go with it. Oops, that was the move, not clone. Move that to there, give it a little flip. Martyn, I realized something. Every season, Ren in the live series, he's either teammates or allies with you. This is true. Not even in the live series, even in PAL stuff, right? Who am I going to roleplay with this season? Who's it going to be? That's pretty cool. Sausage, yeah, true. The honest truth is because I don't know what anybody's gods are or anything just yet. Like, I'm assuming that we'll probably have to lean into the role play to the extent of, like, if I think someone's god is like a stinker, as like a bad person or whatever, like, we may have to role play against certain people, even if we normally role play with them a lot. You know what I mean? I feel like that then it makes the most sense. It feels the most organic. So I suppose we'll just have to see who gets what and what ends up where. What's going on here? That's better. That's what I was trying to achieve. Found a simple little Greek house that could be something nice to try. I'll check it in general Discord. Thank you, dude. Ooh, yeah. That's even tinier. That's even, like, more simple than something I've done. Which is a good thing. I want simplicity. Simplicity means I can replicate it to an extent. Yeah, look at that. That's such a cool statue. And that's not even with any texture in either. That just exists as it does. Very cool. This is just made by someone random on, I just found it on Google Images. What up, Norm? How you doing, dude? Thank you very much for the raid. Come on in. What were you doing today, by the way? What were you playing? A little bit of Minecraft, a little bit of anything else. Have you looked at the Assassin's Creed Odyssey for inspiration and architecture? I haven't, to be fair. No, that might be good as well. I could pull up some Let's Play videos. I mean, we still got, like, I think we still got a couple weeks until we actually record anything. So I'm just sort of, like, beginning the preliminary practice building now, you know what I mean? And the chances are we'll get into the series and I'll either be shacked up with somebody who will do all the building anyway, or I just simply won't have time to build. That's the thing, with not knowing how the series plays and like what the objectives are going to be, it's hard to know if any of this sees the light of day. But it's fun to have some ideas in place. But yeah, I feel like making those kind of like simplified statues would be really fun. I want to do some more stuff like that. There's an anchor here that looks pretty sick. I feel like an anchor I've made previously on another server. I can't remember which one it was. I feel like it was a while ago. It's mostly just a lot of like stairs. So, a bit of this. A bit of this. Pretty sure it's a 3 at the beginning. Oops. Yeah, it's that kind of vibe. Pantheon, you say? I do indeed, Apo. I do say, I do say, I do declare, I do declare. I've just been playing around, Apo, just trying to figure out what the gist of ancient Greece and builds are. Is anchor a clue? It's not, no. Anchor is literally just what comes up, look, when you Google Minecraft statue designs. It was just one of those ones that comes up there. I mean, look at these ones. Look at that. Kitten, bird, moo. Kitten, bird, fox, moo. Moo. Little kneeling statue. Where'd the anchor go? I've lost it. There it was. Yeah, whoever gets Poseidon could go down that route. They could have a little play with that. Have a little go. I was just thinking, like, it'd be fun to start figuring out a couple of build techniques for stuff like this. I learn a lot by, like, trying to recreate stuff. I love how detailed we're all getting when we only have 2 hours per session. Well, that's the thing. I don't know how much of this I'll be able to implement. Like, something like this, never going to be able to build. Something like this, maybe, probably achievable. Depends if I get the right block palette. It'd just be nice to build stuff that feels like it fits the vibe and the era. I'd rather avoid having like wood and regular cobblestone, but you're not always going to have the choice, you know what I mean? And it's the sort of thing you can do over the course of like a few episodes too. Have you seen anyone guess your god? I don't know if I have actually. I remember seeing a load of predictions when the series was first announced. And I genuinely... That might be AI, you know? Because how have they done that? No, it's not AI. We're fine. It's because they've done this, which is, again, another really clever little bloody thing. They've done that. It's every time it's like a half block height. I'm like, oh, how have they done that? That feels like it breaks the rules. It's because they keep doing this shit where they use a slab. It's like that little rise over there that I thought was illegal. But yeah, no, I think if memory serves correctly, nobody's guessed my god yet, which is kind of cool. There you go, look at that anchor. Lovely. They did have a different kind of stone brick in here, which might be from a texture pack. But there's had a little face in it. Nice. Anchor looks pretty cool. I should try and think of a shape that I want to make, like, or just something random, rather than just recreating everything off Google Images. Like, what sort of thing can I make? I mean, I guess I was trying to do that with the guard guy over there. Kind of got semi somewhere with him, but not really. I don't know. I'm glad everybody is still sus. The fact that none of us have gotten guesses right for anyone, apparently. I think people have gone for rogue picks. You know what I mean? I think people have gone for stuff that they don't expect people to attribute them to. Because then even that alone, having a god that nobody would pin you for, probably has a lot more interest. Because then it's something that seems like out of the ordinary. It's more likely to bring in your regulars. Oh, sorry, your non-regulars, should I say. I mean, it's been so long since I selected that. There are times where I kind of forget which one I've actually chosen myself. Ooh, I like that build. I want to try that real quick. Just seen a build where somebody's got this little vibe going on. It's like that. And if you've got candles, I think it's candles they've got on there. What is it? Might not be candles. No, it might be. Is it a wall potentially? Another wall? No, because that'd be the perfect size. Oh no, you know what? It's not even that. It's actually just made with like an actual. It's made with actual calcite blocks. And then they've used the wall on top of it at the varied heights. So they've done like this kind of thing with it. I guess that build was larger than it looked at a glance, like deceptively so. And then they basically built like a massive chalice around it. But even that little like vibe is quite fun. I don't think we'll ever trust Martyn when he says things anymore. This guy has gaslit us a lot. Hey, I gaslight you a lot, but I also still surprise you a lot as well. Even when you think you know how things are going based on a gaslight gut instinct. And often I would just straight up not tell you things. Like, you never know with me. I've either already said it in plain sight or, yeah, I don't know. I played a D&D character that worshipped Apollo one time. I mean, my D&D character... Actually, we could say it now because it's been a week and a half or so since. But yeah, my character now is a devout man of solace, the sun god. Which, as somebody who enjoys One Piece, is also a lovely double whammy for me. What else we got? We're just looking at more build inspo. Problem is a lot of these builds are bloody massive. Whereas I know that I'm going to be in a relatively quaint, kind of chill home. I think roofs are honestly kind of my biggest problem point. I'm just having a look at the one that you sent in the Discord as well, Turtle. I want to see what that's all about. What in the world was that? You know what? TikTok, you never know with TikTok chat. I literally can't even show you this. I literally went on that post that you sent me, the Instagram reel, and then it like did a glitchy thing where it showed me what like the next scroll down was going to be. And it was just someone just jorking a champagne bottle. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing on Instagram? That's why I don't go on there. It's mental. Harry's a cleric. They said it in the last episode. Yeah. We all got given a boon by the god. And to free Solace, we had to give offerings of service, offering of strength, and an offering of a light. And that was... I did the old service thing. God bless Instagram. Instagram's so bad, man. And it just pigeonholes you. It goes, oh, you're a guy. Here's a million women. It's like, bro, I want to talk about One Piece, and I want to see my friends, and I want to see Minecraft builds and Japanese and stuff. Like, my TikTok feed is pretty well crafted at this point, but Instagram, no matter how much you engage with the stuff you want and press not interested on the stuff you're not, it just continues to funnel in, like, constantly. Yeah, I mean that... Oh, you know what? The hanging banners is not a bad shout. I think somebody had mentioned banners earlier on. Let me see how they would look on this build. Did they just... Will they go over the edge like that? Oh, they don't sit very well there, though. Oh, but it has to go in there. How have they placed them on their build, then? I want to see how they've been positioned. I'm just waiting for the zoom out so I can see. Oh, so they seem to be hovering at like a lower height. Oh, I see. So they've just placed them like that. Interesting. So they've done that kind of thing with it. I mean, it looks okay. Need a banner design for your character. Oh, God. I'm trying to think how that would even look. I was about to try and whip one up in the loom, but I just know I'll spoil something. And we're so close to starting. I don't want to be the guy that leaks. I need to check the Discord to find out when it is we're actually going to start showing off the announcements and showing what's happening. I think those banners look okay. They just look like they're kind of floating on nothing, though, which is I'm not super keen on it. I'm not jazzed about it. Maybe like a fence gate would maybe bring it all together. Let's see if that would make it feel any more like legit. Like, I guess a little bit. You know what'd be nice is half height banners. That'd be nice. Just plain colours, half height. I put the whole promo timeline in announcements. Cool, let me pull it up on stream. Har 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 har. Har 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 har. Yeah, I'm not super jazzed by those. Right, you know what? I think I'm going to leave it there for today. Thanks for watching, everybody. Very much appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I'm glad you all like the silly artwork I've been doing. We'll probably play more around with this Shin-chan idea and stuff in the near future. I think that'll be fun. I think that'll be nice. And yeah, just a reminder, this is my last stream now for this week. Going away on a little family trip because it's the summer holidays, and I will be back next week. So I imagine I'll probably be back on stream either on Sunday or Monday, one or the other. I don't normally stream on Sundays, but I think where we're away for a couple of days, I might be able to get away with like an evening stream on the Sunday to catch up and say hello to everyone. But yeah, I'll be back on Monday at the very least, which will be good. And we can carry on doing some more build practice for good old Pantheon. Let's go find somebody to raid. Pantheon. Who's live right now? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Oh, Sausage is also doing build practice. Let's go raid Sausage. He was the one who Made me think about doing build practice, so it's the perfect raid. Mythical sausage. All right, got it. I'm sure I had a different video on this. I'm sure I had one that was, where's the other video? I had the ending screen. Oh. Oh, maybe it didn't change the caption of it. Oh, no, I see. It's only changed it on there. Gotcha. Ending screen. Bam. Just says, see you later. Matane.